Good morning, team. It's a lovely morning here, and out do my 2,000 steps before I start my day. So today's video, really, I was quite surprised. I did a poll in our Facebook group, and really the intention, I think, is to try and re-engage the Facebook group, because like what I noticed was when people joined it, they were all saying the same things. Motivation time, that's the reason that they're not as healthy as they'd like to be. And it's quite a sad situation to be in when you can't muster up the motivation to do stuff and you feel like you haven't got the time. And what that's doing is keeping people like sick and unhealthy and unfit and overweight, and they're lacking confidence. They lack, they don't like themselves anymore because they don't like themselves in the mirror, don't like their photographs. And it's quite a sad thing to be when, you believe you haven't got the motivation and time to do it. And I think a lot of times people just need to be shown how to, and shown the way that you can do this without huge amounts of motivation. You can do this without huge amounts of time. And that's, I'm going to try and so pass some of these little tips and advice on. But a lot of this comes down to as well, people need to take action on little things. So it's nice just to read a post or listen to a video and go, that's lovely. But like really, all this comes from taking action on stuff. Because without action, it's just a nice story. So in terms of motivation, I kind of want to just pass on, I guess, a bit of advice for me. And like, if you look at my story and everything else, I was not motivated to exercise. I was not motivated to eat healthy. I was not motivated to, lose weight, to be honest. And I was an overweight child, adult, up until I was 30. And I'm puffing and panting walking up a hill. And what happened was, when I got to about 30, I moved to New Zealand. And I just remember looking at myself in a photograph and I was like, man, like, what are you doing? You can't keep on doing this for the rest of your life. You can't keep yo-yo dieting, and your healthy lifestyle, your unhealthy lifestyle is not helping. And what really was a significant change for me was I decided, and that's it, the key, decided that was it. And I'm going to make a change, and there's no other option. I'm not going to go back. And Tony Robbins, if you've never heard of him or whatever, he says, if you want to take the island, you've got to burn the bridges, okay? Or burn the boats. And what I did was I decided at that point, no more alcohol. There's no more sitting down, binge watching Netflix. Because I was shift working at the time, and I didn't have time. But when I realized I spent so much time on Facebook, binge watching episodes on like box sets back in the day, not Netflix, I kind of realized I had loads of time. It was just, I was prioritizing other things instead of doing it. And when I started working out, like, I kind of realized after a bit of time, I didn't need to work out all that much. And what I realized was, it was more about what I ate and how I exercised. And, you can't burn off a muffin, do you know what I mean? It's like 400 calories, it'll take you an hour to walk that off. So when I realized that thing, actually, it became way easier. And what I then learned was, it was the small things that made the difference. And the motivation was really, is just to keep doing the little things, I read a little blog the other day, it says, don't be cute with it. Like, just do the basics. You got to do more. You need to exercise a little bit more than you are. You got to eat a little bit less than you are. And actually, it's not by that much either. So, like, that's my part of my 6-week challenge really was 2,000 extra steps. It takes me 20 minutes. Everyone's got that. It just becomes getting up off the couch and doing it, right? And that's it for me. So if you are unmotivated, or really, if you think you've got no time, then sit down, get a notepad out, and just brainstorm this out and go, how much free time have I actually got? How much time am I using not aligned with my goals, right? How much time are you watching TV? How much time are you scrolling Facebook? Okay, maybe watching a 5-minute video of me rabbiting on, then get up and walk around for the 5 minutes, you know what I mean? If you're eating too much or drinking too much, cut it back a little bit. You're not talking about cutting stuff out. it's just cutting back a little bit, right? And that's really what it comes down to. So have a really think about it. Have a look at what you're doing and see if you can. And one of the best things I learned a long time ago is change the language that you speak to yourself. And if you say all the time, I can't do this because of whatever, you're never going to get it done. If you change the language you speak to yourself, is how can I do this? How can I do this? Okay? The language is different, and all of a sudden your brain goes into problem solving mode. And when that happens, it's easy, way easy, because you go, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do that, I could do that. But if you say I can't, you shut off any possibility of trying to problem solve with that. So that's my little video for today. I'm going to finish off my my walk, and I'll see you in the next video. See you.